Toby, it's been a couple of Saturdays, but the Pirates competed at the Pacific Lutheran Invitational and did well against their first real test against conference opponents and like schools. Take us back through that and what impressed you about that meet.
Yeah, we were really looking forward to this meet. We knew we were going to get a chance to run against conference competition as well as some other teams that we thought we could compete against. And we came out very thrilled with our performance. On both sides, men and women's teams performed really well. And then, individually we had some really fast times, a lot of PRs, a lot of 8K PRs for new folks, coming off of the week before at WSU, and then those that were returners. We've run some fast courses last couple of years, but still some people PR'd. So we were pretty excited about what we did.
There have been a couple of people who you've started slowly in that you didn't want them to race all out first few meets. Now you're letting them cut loose. Talk about the strategy behind that.
Yeah, cross country and track are a little different than even probably swimming, but definitely all the other sports. We don't have a regular season. Like, we don't keep regular season records. Everything comes down to one race, for the conference championship in both track and cross country, and then after that, if you're blessed enough, go on to regionals in cross country and then nationals. So we're basically gearing up for the end of the season, and everything else up to that. Sure, it'd be great if everybody was healthy. Sure, if we could go put our top team on the line and race, but that's just not the case, especially at a place like Whitworth where you've got a lot of students. Again, no one has scholarships, so you got people that are coming at different developmental levels. Academics obviously are very stressful, especially for freshmen as they're coming in and kind of get used to college, but even for upperclassmen as they're doing internships and all those kind of things. So balancing all the stresses that they have in life, it is kind of nice to have a long haul and just kind of one thing to get to. So whether there's injuries, sickness, people's academic schedules, we have a lot of flexibility to kind of manage workload and get people peaking at the right time. Speaking
of which, the way you guys train is in that period of the season where transitions a little bit, maybe a little more sharpening going on. Talk about how that looks in practice.
Yeah, so we've been at it for a month now, and now we're kind of going into our middle part of the season where we're maybe doing some faster stuff, but we're also doing a little higher mileage stuff because people have a bigger base, not only from the summer but from the first month. And so we really try to keep it to a couple quality workouts, in that kind of 14-day period between meets. Back when I was younger and more ambitious, probably like most coaches, we tried to slam in as much as you could. I've learned over the years less is more and quality over quantity, and you can still get in a lot of mileage, but then those really quality workouts you need to be smarter about and not do too many of them. And so that's kind of the stage we're in right now. In fact, today the women are doing a quality workout. Tomorrow the guys will do one of those workouts. They had one of those workouts on Friday, but then the days after the last meet and prior to the next meet coming up, just a lot of running.
Speaking of the meet coming up down in Walla Walla at Whitman, do we know anything yet about the field and the course and what you're going to face down there? Yeah,
so the course is very similar to the course that we've run, I think, a regional championship on and a conference championship on down there in the past few years. This is, I think, the third or fourth year we've had this meet particular, and all the teams that typically show up. So we got Gonzaga, Northwest Nazarene always comes up. I think Lewis and Clark State is there. Oftentimes Eastern Washington is there. So it's a lot of kind of area schools, but kind of area broadening out to, like I said, down to the Boise area with Northwest Nazarene. And so it's not a huge meet, but there are teams that have pretty good size rosters. So it's a good size meet for this time of the year.